I'm Nell, Myhand. I use she, her pronouns. I'm a 65-year-old disabled brown-skinned Black woman with a short afro. I'm on Ohlone land, which is also known as Oakland, California. And I bring you greetings from the California Poor People's Campaign. I also organized with the Global Women's Strike. I'm here to tell you that we're building the campaign as our best chance to defend ourselves against those who would deny our voting rights, because voting is power. California has the 5th largest economy in the world between the UK and Germany, $3 trillion. Yet 51%, 20 million Californians live at or near the poverty line. 62% of children, 54% of women, 61% of Black people, 72% of Latinx people, 38% of white people. And disabled people make up 12% of the population, but we're over half of people living in poverty. This points to the urgency of full voting rights, without which there is no democracy. The 1965 Voting Rights Act brought actual change that included increased Black employment in the public sector, anti-discrimination and affirmative action policies implemented at all levels of the government, and access to better education, health, and higher wages. The expansion of the child tax credit to include the poorest families after the 2020 election is a current example of the connection between voting rights and economic justice. The urgency of voter suppression is here in California too. We lost a congressional seat based on pandemic census count, and in San Luis Obispo County, our Central Coast region, Citizens for Good Government has filed a suit seeking to overturn the patent redistricting map that was unfairly made by their county supervisors. So that's why we're coming to Washington, D.C. for June 18, 2022 and beyond. Our numbers are growing and we will not be denied. We're turning our pain into people power and our outrage into organizing. Forward together and not one step back.
We welcome you to the launch of the Mass Poor People's Low Wage Assembly and Moral March on Washington, D.C., June 18, 2022.
And we need to do it with the biggest actions possible.
Because we know the only scarcity is the moral will to do what's right.
Veterans across this nation say enough is enough.
My voice is just as valuable as anyone else's.
We need the third Reconstruction.
We have an immoral system run by immoral people.
But together we fight.
And we become an agent of change.
We're rising up to demonstrate the compelling power that we, poor and low-income people, have to reconstruct society from the bottom up. It's time for a change!
We are people of resilience.